Does President Obama have an enemies list? Our own Kim Strassel caused a stir in April with a column suggesting that he does, pointing to an Obama campaign website that targeted private citizens who donated to Mitt Romney. 8 donors were highlighted on the website with claims that they have, quote, less than reputable records. In a follow-up column, Kim noted that a Democratic operative had been digging into the divorce records of one of those contributors, Idaho businessman Frank Vandersloot. And Kim's back this week with more. So, Kim, what's the latest on the government and Mr. Vandersloot?
So the latest is that Mr. Vandersloot, the president, calls him out by name a couple of weeks after he gets targeted by the most powerful person on the planet. We have this private investigator. Now it turns out, Paul, he's being audited, not just by one federal agency, but by 2. He and his wife are being audited by the IRS for 2 years of their tax returns, and then a couple of weeks after they got a letter informing them of that, he got a letter from the Department of Labor saying that he was also being audited there for some workers that he hires in a ranch in Idaho. They come in on temporary agricultural visas. They're from Mexico, and they're looking into that aspect of his life as well.
So I guess the question is mere coincidence that these 2 bureaucracies decided to investigate him at the same time, or was somebody either giving orders or just sort of looking at the public record and saying, that might be a good idea? Do we know?
No, and that's the problem. We don't know, and it's why presidents shouldn't do things like this. You don't go after private citizens for their politics, because what happens is the president goes out and isolates this man, names him, and as you said, then from then on, the public is full of doubt. Is Mr. Vandersloot being targeted because he actually deserved to have his taxes audited, or is it because the president doesn't like him, or because someone who works in the president's administration decided to do the president a favor, or because simply the president named his name? Did somebody in the IRS feel obligated to look into him? But none of those reasons are good ones to be going after a citizen.
Well, some of us have been audited. It's an unpleasant experience, and probably wasn't political in my case. But when it comes to the Labor Department, you reported this week that Vandersloot only has 3 employees who might have to be investigated on his ranch.
Yeah, I think that's what also makes it feel a little fishy. Every year, tens of thousands of migrant agricultural workers come into the United States. He employs precisely 3. They've worked on his ranch for the past 5 years running. 2 of them are brothers. For them to kind of suddenly come out and put so much attention and focus on this, it seems a little unusual.
So why did the Obama campaign, single out these people?
Well, they're feeling a lot of heat right now. Look, most of the people that they identified were people who gave money to a Romney-supporting super PAC.
A lot of money, a lot of money.
A lot of money. Yeah, these are big donations. That shouldn't make a difference in terms of the rights that these people are entitled to, but they were big donations. The Obama campaign has had a great deal of trouble raising similar amounts of money. They know they're outmatched, and so their goal here has been to smear and besmirch those who are donating to the Romney super PAC, to sort of embarrass it and try to make it look like it's all illegitimate in terms of its support of Mr. Romney.
What does this tell you briefly, Kim, about this whole move for disclosure of campaign contributors, which has become a big Democratic theme? You know, I used to be in favor of disclosure, but boy, when it's used to it makes these people a target, raises questions in my mind.
It's incredibly frightening, because you also wonder what the alternative is. I mean, what the Democrats and the lefts have been doing has been using disclosure to harm people. They go after organizations or individuals and smear them and hurt their businesses. And I think it must make everyone have to rethink disclosure a bit.
Okay, Kim, thanks so much for that.